up in the South in a pretty big church-going family, and I absolutely feel a connection to spirituals. And I think that it provides a real deep, true American tradition. It's not just a history of Black people, it's a history of America.
There is something very unique about the spirituals being born out of slavery, unfortunately for that history, but the songs were used to get through hardships because they weren't allowed to speak, but you were allowed to sing. The spirituals gave permission to feel. It gave permission to have your own human experience and express it. That's why there are some songs you keep hearing over and over again, because the words, they land in the human heart.
I'm hoping that when we sing them, that we don't have to sing them for the same reasons anymore. I'm hoping that we do still sing them. I'm hoping that we honor them on paper, like notate as much of them as possible, write the history up about it. There's no way I can listen to a Negro spiritual and not remember where it came from.
In 1905, Afro-British composer Samuel Coleridge-Taylor published his 24 Negro Melodies for solo piano. Coleridge-Taylor gathered tunes from across Africa and the African diaspora and arranged them for performance by classical musicians. In the composer's own words, what Brahms has done for the Hungarian folk music, Dvorak for the Bohemian, and Grieg for the Norwegian, I have tried to do for Negro Melodies. By the 1860s, full volumes of transcriptions of spirituals began to appear in print. One such volume of spirituals, published in 1914, found its way into the collection of Isabella Stewart Gardner. Many of the spirituals in Afro-American folk songs had been arranged by American composer Harry Burleigh, a close friend and collaborator of Coleridge-Taylor. Burleigh's arrangements of spirituals for classical singers would make them a staple on the concert stage. It was his 1916 arrangement of Deep River that was sung by the legendary Marian Anderson. For a composer, Burleigh said, the heritage of spirituals was pure gold.
There's an indefinable, beautiful quality in these piano pieces that are flavored, either directly quoting spirituals or heavily flavored with the spiritual idiom, but also infused with this kind of post-Wagnerian chromaticism. But it doesn't sound German in Burleigh's hands. It sounds like something quintessentially American. There are dozens and dozens and dozens of composers who took these spirituals as source material, and hundreds, literally hundreds of pieces. And the range of the pieces is enormous. Some of them are just straight arrangements, either for concert singer or for solo instrument. Some of them are new compositions kind of flavored by spirituals like this piece. Some of them are more abstract works, and the tradition continues. It begins with Burleigh and with his close personal friend, Samuel Coleridge-Taylor, to whom this suite of piano pieces is dedicated, and continues right through the 20th century to the present day. So I wanted to lift up some of this music. I wanted people to have a sense of what an enormous body of music it was. And to do that, I turned to our very good friends, Castle of Our Skins and my friend and colleague Ash Gordon, and said, let's build a project to kind of explore this repertoire and let people get a sense of how wonderful it is and how enormous it is.
William Dawson was born at the turn of the 20th century in Alabama. Born post-Civil War, post-Reconstruction era, and very much alive during the Great Migration, the explosion of Black cultural contributions in art, music, literature, and more, and the push for civil rights. He was among many composers who used Negro spirituals as musical inspiration, helping to bring them into concert halls and a wider audience. His Negro Folk Symphony of 1934 is a prime example. In this Largo, arranged by Dawson from his 1927 sonata for violin and piano, he drew on the essence of spirituals, particularly Deep River. With a generous blessing from the Dawson's family, the Gardner Museum commissioned an edition of the Largo for this project. I hope you enjoy this modern-day premiere of William Dawson's Largo for string quartet.